Good morning, students. Today we will continue with the same unit which we have learned about the town mouse and the country mouse. Do you remember the story? We have completed that lesson. So, do you remember the story of the town mouse and the country mouse? Yes, the town mouse lived at the back of the kitchen cupboard in a rich man's house in a town, whereas the country mouse lived in a country. They were cousins. They often wrote letters to each other. One day, the town mouse wrote a letter to his cousin saying that he was ill and wanted to stay with the country mouse in his country as he had been advised by the doctor to spend a week in the countryside. The country mouse got the letter from the town mouse. He invited the town mouse to his countryside. He packed his bags and caught the next train to the countryside. He felt hot and drained as the day was bright and sunny. He wished he was in an air conditioned coach. The country mouse received the town mouse at the station of the countryside. The town mouse asked the country mouse for some orange juice or lemonade, saying that he was thirsty. But the country mouse offered him coconut water. The dinner that the country mouse served the town mouse at his house consisted of the root and the sugar cane. The town mouse nibbled at the root and the sugar cane as he did not enjoy his dinner. Later, he had to sleep on the hard, cold ground. The countryside was very quiet. The mouse felt it strange and did not like it. He went back to his town. Next time, the country mouse visited the house of the town mouse. He did not enjoy the traffic there. He felt surprised watching lights in the streets even in the midnight. The country mouse wanted some water and a little bit of food. The town mouse offered him ice cold lemonade and orange juice to drink. The town mouse offered him bread and jam, different kinds of fruit, slabs of chocolate, and a huge piece of lovely cheese. The country mouse had to eat and drink what the town mouse had offered. Meanwhile, they had to run and hide themselves as somebody entered the room and opened the cupboard. The country mouse was tired of doing this and did not like to be there. So he took leave of his cousin and went back to his house in the country. Since then, they did not visit each other again. This was the story. Do you remember this? Yes. So now we will be continuing with the remaining part of this lesson, means the grammatical part of this lesson. So in that first we have glossary. Do you see these words? Country means village or an area outside towns or cities with fields and farms. Affectionately, lovingly or showing care, caring feelings and love. Pack, to put clothes etc. into a bag in preparation for a trip away from home. Uncomfortable, unpleasant. Grumble. Grumble means to complain about something in a bad tempered. Chug means to move, making the sound of an engine. Dreadful. Dreadful means very bad or unpleasant. These are the glossary, and we'll go to the next part, that is choose the best answer for the choices given to complete each sentence. Students, I have answered this before itself for you. You have to write them in your, means you have to answer them in your textbooks. The first one is the town mouse and the country mouse are, who are they? Are they friends? Are they cousins or classmates? Yes, they are cousins, means you have to write B. The house of the town mouse was. How was the house of a town mouse? Was it a field in a village, a building in a village, or a kitchen cupboard in a town? Yes, it is a kitchen cupboard in a town. Means you have to write alphabet C in the bracket. The house of the town mouse was full of most delicious food, full of sugar canes and roots, full of coconut water. What is the answer? The house of the town mouse was with full of most delicious food. So you have to write alphabet A in the bracket. At the end of the story, the country mouse went back to his country, stayed in the town, visited the town mouse. What did the town country mouse do? It went back to his country. So you have to write alphabet A in the bracket. So these four, choose the correct answer. You have written, I think you have written in your textbook. Next is Roman number 3. In that there are true or false. Say whether the following statements are true or false. Correct the wrong statements. So the first one is the country mouse lives in a town. Does a country mouse live in a town or a village? It lives in a village. So that is false. So you write F or false in the bracket. The second one is the town mouse felt very comfortable in the train. If you remember the lesson, the town mouse was not happy in the train because it was feeling very hot. So was it comfortable or uncomfortable? It was uncomfortable. So the statement is false. So write false or F in the bracket. It was hot. Third one, it was hot when the town mouse traveled to the countryside. Is that true? Yes, because when the town mouse was traveling, it felt very hot in the train. So it is true. Number 4. The town mouse liked to eat cooked food. Is it true or false? Does the town mouse eat raw food like roots and sugarcane? No, it don't like to eat them. So it like cooked food. That is true. There are more lights, cars and lorries in the town than in the village. Is it true or false? Yes, it is true. Now we will be moving to vocabulary part. So in that Roman number 1, the following sentences are from your lesson. Read them carefully and tick the correct meaning of the underlined word in each sentence. This one also I have done for you. While I am explaining, you listen and tick it in your textbook. We have to find the correct meaning for the underlined word in this sentence. So let's see. He has asked me to spend a week in the countryside. So we have to find the meaning of the word countryside. While writing hard words, I have given you the meanings also for those words. Do you remember the meaning of that countryside? Is it a land with towns and cities, a neighboring country, or a land outside towns and cities with fields, woods, etc.? Yes, the meaning of countryside is a land outside towns and cities with fields, woods, etc. So you write capital C, you write alphabet C in the bracket which is provided for you. So the first one is C. Now the second one, the town mouse packed his bags. Meaning of packed is putting something in a container so that it can be stored. Put clothes etc. into a bag in preparation for a trip away from home. Put expensive things in a bag so as to keep them safe. In that, packed means B. That is, Put clothes, meaning of packed is put clothes etc. into a bag in preparation for a trip away from home. So the second one is B. Write B in the bracket. The day was bright and sunny. The meaning of word sunny is it with a lot of bright light from the sun, with a cold wind from the east, without rain? What is the meaning of sunny? Yes, the meaning of sunny is with a lot of bright light from the sun. So what you have to write? You have to write alphabet A in the bracket. So the third one is A. Now the fourth one, he nibbled at the root and the sugar cane. Meaning of nibbled is took a large quantity of food, took a small quantity of food showing a slight interest, took food with a great interest. I explained you in the lesson also how did the town mouse was eating the root and sugar cane. It was it nibbled into pieces, means uh, taking small pieces of food as if it is not interested to eat. I explained you this one. So the meaning of nibbled is took a small quantity of food showing a slight interest. So the fourth one is B. Fifth one, the country mouse arrived in town. Meaning of arrived is left for a place, got to a place, left a place. Yes, got to a place. The fifth one is B. Now we will see the Roman number 2. It is fill in the blanks using appropriate phrases given below. Here we have given some words. They are looked around, plenty of, full of, piece of, got off. So here they have given us few phrases. So we have to use them and fill the blanks in the paragraph. Here in your text, if you see, you find a paragraph. In that you have some blanks. So you have to fill those blanks with the appropriate phrases provided for us. So now we will look into it. Ram Babu started his journey to his grandfather's village in Warangal district. He caught a train to reach the village. The train arrived at the station. At that time, he was hungry and thirsty. So, what happened? Rambabu started his journey to his grandfather's village, which is in Warangal district. So, he caught a train to reach the village. The train arrived at the station. At that time, he was feeling very hungry and thirsty. As soon as he, you have a bracket there, as soon as he dashed the train, means what? Which one you will be filling in the blank? As soon as he got off the train, he wanted to drink and eat something. So you write got off in the blank, where as soon as he got off the train, he wanted to drink and eat something. So he, again you have a blank here. So he dashed but found nothing to eat or drink. So what is that? So he looked around. What he has done? He looked around but found nothing to eat or drink. So you have to write looked around in that blank. He started walking towards his grandfather's house. On the way, he found a shop which was dash cool drinks. There is a blank again, which was full of cool drinks. So you write full of in that blank, which was full of cool drinks. He had dash money. Again you have a blank here. What is there? What you will be writing in that blank? Plenty of money. There it is. Here you can find the spellings also. So write carefully without spelling mistakes. So what you will be writing here in the blank? Plenty of. He had plenty of money. So he bought a cool drink and a piece of bread. And a, again you have a blank there, and a dash bread. So what you will be writing? Piece of bread. So again I'll read this paragraph, filling the words once you listen. Rambabu started his journey to his grandfather's village in Warangal district. He caught a train to reach the village. The train arrived at the station. At that time, he was hungry and thirsty. As soon as he got off the train, he wanted to drink and eat something. So he looked around, but found nothing to eat or drink. He started walking towards his grandfather's house. On the way, he found a shop which was full of cool drinks. He had plenty of money, so he bought a cool drink and a piece of bread. Have you written the words in the blanks? Okay. Now we will see the Roman number 3. What it is there? Read the following sentence from your lesson and identify the underlined expression. So they have given us a sentence from the lesson. So we have to identify the underlined expression. What is that sentence we will see? He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane. The expression sugar cane is a compound noun. It is a combination of two nouns. So here they gave us a sentence. In that sentence, what it is there? He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane. In this expression, in this sentence, what they have underlined? They underlined the sugar cane. So the expression sugarcane is a compound noun. The word sugarcane in this sentence, the sugarcane word is a compound noun. It is a combination of two nouns. Means where there are two nouns, it will be a compound noun. So here the two nouns means, if you see sugar cane, if you split the sugarcane word into two parts, one is sugar and the second one is cane. So sugar plus cane is equal to sugar cane. So these two are nouns. So combination of two nouns will be a compound noun. Now I think you understand this. Now read your lesson and pick out at least two compound nouns. So here students, you understand the meaning of the compound noun first of all. What is this compound noun? Compound noun, combination of two nouns. Here we can see sugar plus cane. Sugar cane. If you split this sugar cane word, there are two nouns. One is sugar and one is cane. So if you combine them two, it will become sugar cane. So two nouns is equal to compound noun. So they are asking us to find, means we need to read the lesson and we have to pick at least two compound nouns. So let us, from the lesson we have to pick at least two compound nouns. Let's form some compound nouns now. So they are asking us to read the lesson and to find at least two compound nouns from the lesson. That is our homework. And again they have given us some examples of compound nouns here. We will look after them. Let's form some compound nouns now. Join each word in column A with a suitable word in a column B to form compound nouns. The first one is done for you. Students, if you see here, they have given two columns. One column is column A, second one is column B. By combining, means by matching these two, column A with column B, we can frame a compound word. As we read before only, that combination of two nouns will be a compound noun. The same way, now if we combine these two columns with A with B, we find a compound word. So they have given one for our example. Here we can see in column A there are words called birth, door, fire, hand, moon, motor, sun, gate. In column B you can see cycle, bell, kerchief, light, shine, way, wood, day. So if we match these words, means if we match column A words with column B, we can make compound words. Here they have provided one is for, means one for our example, means to get an idea how to frame. First one, if you see in the column A, first word is birth. If you match with the word in the column B, day, it is birthday. So that one they have given the example. So I have done still two for you, and the remaining you have to match them. That is your homework for you. So second one is door. Door means doorbell. If you join with column B, it will form bell. Fire, wood, isn't it? So if you match these words, what all the things you will find, you have to write. From you have to match, first thing you understand, you have to match column A words with column B. So for example, here birth, day, it, if you match birth with day, it will be the compound word will be birthday. If you match column A door with column B bell, the compound word will be doorbell. If you match fire with wood, it will be, the compound word is firewood. For if you see now, next is hand. If you match hand with kerchief, it will be handkerchief. Moon with light, it will be moonlight. Motor with cycle, motorcycle. Sun with shine, sunshine. Gate with way, gateway. So already I have explained you now. Now you have to write the remaining things. Now what is your homework for you? First you have to read the lesson and you have to find minimum 2 compound words from the compound nouns from the lesson. And the second one is you have to complete this. You have to write the compound words by matching column A with column B, which I have explained you clearly. So this is your homework, and we will continue with the remaining part of the grammar in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.